Don't say nothing.
Charlie, 64, read. Check. Go. Keep grip.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Watch the curve. Right. He's tight right here.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Lindsay. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle. This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Joker. Check 3. 49. Check 49.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you scored on again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hamilton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Let's go. H.E. Gator.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, lock it. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Under bear.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Wait. Hey, ready.
Shoot.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
6.
Take 390. 380.
Watch the run. Switch. Hey, watch it.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his legs.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check it backer, check it backer. Switch.
Left front.
To throw, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Ready. Touchdown, Travis. 30 base.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Alert 3.
Now.
On 1st down, Locke. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Lock now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the turnover, here's Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 79! 79!
From the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
0.
Rivers on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Cluster. Cluster.
Rivers again. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Orange 5-4.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, I'm coming up.
Load it. Load it.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Wait, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
47, Mike. 47.
Hey, Rocket.
47.
Right here.
Shift. Check 31. Sponge.
Hey, go orange.
No.
Up behind.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hamilton. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Lock going to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. 18 Gator. You don't know no better.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over
Let's go!
first
Let's go! Let's go!
at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 9, Rivers got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Bryant's extra point up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefit?
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Locked to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke gets this to Hamilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
X3, 218, chop it.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Watch the whip. Check.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action now, Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Yeah, that's how it's going, dude.
Brings up third down.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
180, 390.
Hey, watch the slate.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Following the interception here, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, Rivers.
Didn't it?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Look at me. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This pass caught at the 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
So we got man.
They look to throw. It's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of run.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Watch twins.
To throw is Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Rivers. To Gordon, out left. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Rivers again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25 yard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Freeman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
On 3rd down, Freeman stiff-armed him. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Load it.
To throw again, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Rivers on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Travis Benjamin. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Red.
47. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Say. Kill. Switch.
Load it. Load it.
Motion. Mike.
Q.
Mike's 40.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Get this.
Throwing again. Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.